पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट्स, हमारी जो पुरानी के प्रतिष्ठित प्रेसिडेंट्स थी AIWC की, उनके कंट्रीब्यूशन के बारे में इससे मौका मिलता है. We get to know about our heritage. We get to know how gusty these ladies were. My sound is echoing, Supriya, something. Now it's okay. Thank you. So we get to know about them. We get to know about our past. हमें बहुत सारी कहानियां भी सुनने को मिलती हैं. So this session is more like a story hearing and storytelling, more of revisiting our history. Rather than a very serious thing on domestic violence, ये सब से हम थोड़ा सा मौका निकाल के जब अपने पुरानी गलियों में जाते हैं तो हमें पता चलता है कि ये प्रेसिडेंट्स कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट रोल था इनका. एक चीज और, आज क्योंकि आज हम 6th और 7th प्रेसिडेंट के बारे में सुनने जा रहे हैं और उनके ऊपर चर्चा करने जा रहे हैं, तो ये देख के लगता है ये जो अभी जो इनिशियल प्रेसिडेंट्स हैं, they were the founder presidents. They were the founder persons, people, women who were instrumental also in founding the All India Women's Conference. This is one thing which comes out as if you see it in a different perspective. ये हम एक इससे अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि ये जो सारी महिलाएं थी प्रारंभ में, ये कितनी एजुकेटेड, कितनी कमिटेड और कितनी they were conscious about their role in society, what their contribution should be, in those days, almost going to be 100 years ago. So with these few words of introduction, I would like you to all know that today we are going to talk about two past presidents. The 6th president, Mrs. Sarla Rai, और हमारी 7th president हैं लेडी विद्या गौरी नीलकंठ, और उनके दोनों के बारे में जो हमें आज बताने वाली हैं दो ब्रांचेस. सरला राय जी के बारे में चंद्रानी नियोगी जी बताएंगी, जो शॉर्ट स्टे होम कैलकाटा ब्रांच की इंचार्ज हैं, और विद्या गौरी नीलकंठ जी के बारे में हमारी गुजरात ब्रांच की डॉक्टर लक्ष्मीबेन गांधी हमें बताने जा रही हैं उनके बारे में. और वो बारडोली में श्री सार्वजनिक महिला मंडल की मैनेजिंग ट्रस्टी भी हैं और उस ब्रांच की बहुत सीनियर मेंबर. एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज कि वो गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट. So I welcome you all to this webinar. Before we request our equally illustrious president, Mrs. Sheila Kakri, for a few words of blessings from our side, and you can lighten us about the issue. कई लोग पहली बार वो सुन रहे हैं, सब उनको इसके बारे में आप बताएं. Over to you, Sheila ji.
Thank you, Yutika ji. Namaskar to all my sisters who have joined in today to know about our two more past presidents. Our 6th president in the year 1932, Mrs. Sarla Ray was our president that time, and our 7th president, Lady Vidya Gauri Nilkant, she was president in 1933. So इन दो महिलाओं के बारे में, हमारे जो प्रेसिडेंट्स रहे हैं उनके बारे में हम जानने के लिए बहुत उत्सुक हैं. आप सारी बहनें ये वेबिनार्स के सीरीज में ऑफ और पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट्स इतना आपको अच्छा लग रहा है ज्वाइन करने में. बहुत सारी बहनें ज्वाइन हुई है और भी ज्वाइन करेंगे. And I know it, I get messages also from you all that we are liking this series because we do not know anything about our past presidents, and it is really good program that you have started. So thank you all for helping the whole team of this series to move forward with your encouragement and appreciation. As we go on to present our presidents who have created rich legacy for us, we need your support and efforts to give information about any of the past presidents who belong to your zone, to your branch, or to your city. We will be doing this series all throughout the year also, and we'll see how many of you can give us good information about the past presidents. I'll share the list also in few days time, as according to our information got from the library, our MCM library. Then you can decide for yourself about whom will be able to give information. That we will talk later on. But right now, we should move on to know more about our past president, sixth president, Sarla Ray, or Sarla Rai also she has been called as. And Supriya ji is sharing the PPT presentation prepared by Chandrani Niyogi, our member in charge for short stay home, MIC for short stay home. Chandrani Niyogi, she is from Calcutta, and she is here with a presentation. Chandrani, can we begin?
Thank you, Sheila ji. I would request Chandrani ji, you are muted. Before we start, I would like to thank Supriya and to inform everyone that the beautiful invite that you see. I think Sheila ji, ये भी एक collector item हो चुके हैं. ये सारे invites, we need to keep them together as a collector. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to tell about all this later on, because I thought we are so eager to know about our past. So let us begin with the work, and then in the end we can decide for the future.
Sure. Throughout we'll gloat about these invites. I really love them. They're so full of information also. So nice of you, Supriya. After your illness, you are back with a bang, right? Okay, so we are ready to move on. And I would like to invite Mrs. Chandrani Niyogi ji to give a lovely PPT presentation. This is so well made and full of information. जैसा कि आपको पता है कि श्रीमती सरला राय, क्योंकि चंद्रानी जी ने मुझे करेक्ट किया, इसलिए मैं राय बोल रही हूँ, और वो she insisted कि वो रे नहीं है. So see, that is one information that I got today. So important. हम सब उनको रे कहते हैं. जिनकी granddaughter थी रेणुका राय, sorry, again we are in the same mode. So वो बहुत बड़ी रिफॉर्मर, एजुकेशनिस्ट थी. बहुत सारे जो एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात आती है चंद्रानी जी सामने, वो बहुत सारे फ्रीडम फाइटर्स के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला के काम करती थी ये लेडीज. तो हम अभी ऑल इयर्स. आई वेलकम यू चंद्रानी जी टू स्टार्ट योर प्रेजेंटेशन ऑन श्रीमती सरला.
Thank you, Jyotika ji. Good afternoon, respected Sheila ji, Kuljeet ji, Rehna ji, all senior patrons, along with all the members who are attending this webinar. Today's webinar is about 6th and 7th President of AIWC. I will be presenting the life of Srimati Sarla Rai, who was the 6th President of AIWC in the year 1932. Supriya, please show the PPT. This is our social reform pioneer, social reformer.
Can you see it now?
Sarla Rai and 6th President of AIWC, 1932.
Supriya, change to presentation mode.
Next slide.
Actually, there's some problem coming up. If I put it in the presentation mode, it is running on its own.
No, you please.
Okay.
I just
one second. This is not second.
One second.
Yes, this is the first one. The second one. Sarla Rai, 1961 to 1946. 6th President of AIWC, 1932. Second, yes. Introduction, Bengal Renaissance and formation of All India Women's Conference. The formation of All India Women's Conference in 1927 had behind it a preparatory ambience of growing aspiration for women's uplift in India. In 1882, Srimati Swarna Kumari Devi, sister of Rabindranath Tagore, had organized Shakhi Shamiti. No. Change, Supriya.
Yeah, yeah.
Second one is not. Just you
No, there is no slideshow working for me today.
don't
So
make
I'll go like
slide.
this. I'll go like this. Okay.
Second, then third. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Srimati Swarna Kumari Devi, sister of Rabindranath Tagore, had organized Shakhi Shamiti, Association of Female Friends, the earliest effort at forming an organization for women's welfare. In the early 19th century, women were in a very low status in Indian society. They were denied education, vocation, social, economic, and political rights, suffered ill consequences of child marriage, sati, the ill treatment of widows, polygamy, and much social discriminations. They were wholly confined to the four walls of the house, doing only household work. Next. 1897, Swami Vivekananda invited the lioness Margaret Noble to join women's welfare activities in India. Efforts like these under native initiative formed the background for the formation of All India Women's Conference under the leadership of Margaret Cousins in 1927. Behind it all, of course, was the fact of the Bengal Renaissance, the revolutionary effort of Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Next. The idea of national level organization for women's welfare had actually germinated in Calcutta on occasion of a prize-giving ceremony of Bethune College in 1926. Mr. E.F. Oten, Director of Public Instruction, Bengal, had reiterated on the occasion the need for organized effort of women's welfare in the country. Mrs. A.L. Hudkapar, a teacher of the institute, took up the issue, published articles on it in the journal Sri Dharma, a monthly magazine published by WIA. Margaret Cousins, who was secretary of the WIA, felt enthused and agreed to engage in a process of forming a national level organization which would strive for pro-women reforms in the country. Next. It all led to the largely attended conference held in Ferguson College, Pune, in January 1927. Since founding of AWC in 1927, it has advanced step by step, rendering social services for all round of development and empowerment of women and children in urban and rural areas of India, irrespective of their caste, creed, and religion. Next. Today's program is intended to particularly focus on Sarula Rai, 6th President of AIWC, a product of the aspirational ambience mentioned earlier. A brief life of Srimati Sarula Rai reveals much of her position in the contemporary context. Next. Charula Rai was fortunate enough to have Durga Mohan Das as her father. Charula Rai belonged to the famous Das family of Telikar, Dhaka, now in Bangladesh. She was the eldest daughter of Brahmamai Devi and Durga Mohan Das and was born on 26 November 1861. Her father, Durga Mohan Das, was a Brahmo Samaj leader and a social reformer with notable contribution in the field of widow remarriage and women's emancipation. Next. Her younger sister was the renowned social activist Lady Abula Bose, of world famous scientist Sir Satish Chandra Bose. Lady Abula Bose was an Indian social worker. She was known for her efforts in women's education and her contribution towards helping widows. Abula Bose, another founder of AIWC, elected as vice president to continue the work of the organization as in the first session, 1927. Charula Rai was cousin of Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das and Sri Ranjan Das, 5th Chief Justice of India. Her brother, Satish Ranjan Das, was the Advocate General of Bengal and later the law member of the Executive Council of the Viceroy and a prominent member of the reformist Brahmo Samaj in Bengal at that time. He had chosen the site for the famous King's School, India's first public school, and one of the best known names in the world of education. The school was the brainchild of a Bengali minister way back 1927. Next. Shupriya, make it larger.
Okay.
Okay. Born in this illustrious family, Charula Rai at the age of 18 married one of the most learned men of the time, Dr. P.K. Rai, IES, Indian Education Service, who was the first Indian to be the principal of the Presidency College, Calcutta. Her daughter, Charulata Mukherjee, was meritorious in her school and was the first girl to be admitted into the prestigious Presidency College, Calcutta. She was married to the great patriot and nationalist Satish Chandra Mukherjee, ICS. Charulata Mukherjee, the founder of the present AIWC Calcutta branch in Bengal, was elected life president of this first AIWC of Calcutta from 1927 and gave leadership in a variety of activities of AIWC from the inception. Charulata Mukherjee and Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy were the first to take up the cause of the prevention of immoral traffic in women and children. Next. Can you make bigger the slide?
If I make it bigger, it is running on its own very fast.
Okay.
Can I give one suggestion, Supriya? On the
Yeah.
right side at the bottom, there is, you can see the percentage, 68 and all. Can
Yeah,
you, can you,
I'll see that.
you can increase a little, yeah. Maybe that should work. Yeah.
Yes,
But-
please. Thank you. Thank you. No,
It's okay.
no. Again, it came back. Shupriya,
I'll just show that. I'll just do it. Wait a minute. Bus?
yes.
Not maximum, otherwise it's getting hidden.
Yes. Charulata Mukherjee was elected Secretary General of AIWC from December 1933 to December 1935. Mother and daughter, Srimati Sarala Rai and Srimati Charulata Mukherjee, are among the memorable foremothers in leading roles in the pro-women movement in India, an early phase of the feminist trend in the country. In December 1933, Calcutta hosted the 8th annual general meeting of AIWC in the town hall. Lady Abdul Qadir presided. Rani Lakshmi Bai Rajwade was the chairperson. Charulata Mukherjee was Secretary General. Sarojini Naidu actively participated in that event. Rabindranath Tagore inaugurated the session and sang Shankachiro Byugalata Nijero Apoman, composed for the occasion. It long remained the theme song to inspire women's league in Bengal. Next. Charulata's daughter. Hello, Supriya.
Yeah.
I can't see the first line.
1 minute.
Charulata's daughter, Renuka Rai, granddaughter of Charula Rai, continued in the line of torchbearer. She became member of Lok Sabha and Minister of Refugee and Rehabilitation in Dr. Bidhan Chandra Rai's cabinet in West Bengal. She was associated with AIWC from 1931 and became its president from 1953 to 1954. Charulata's son, Air Marshal Subrata Mukherjee, was the first Indian commander-in-chief. He was the first Indian commander-in-chief of the Indian Air Force. His career spanned almost 3 decades and has been awarded with many honors until his untimely demise in 1960. He has been called the father of the Indian Air Force. Next. After that, yes.
Yeah. This is the one.
Sarula Rai was amongst the early students of Bango Mohila Vidyalaya and Bethune School, the first girls' school founded by John Eliot Drinkwater Bethune. Sarula Rai and Kadambini Ganguly were the first 2 girls who got permission from Calcutta University to appear and pass matriculation examination in 1878. Sarula Rai was law member in Lord Dalhousie's council around the year 1890 in Calcutta. She devoted her life to women's education. She established a girls' school in Dhaka when her husband was posted there. After their return to Calcutta, she was a member of Shakhi Shamiti, the first women's association in India, established by Swarna Kumari Devi, sister of Rabindranath Tagore. Next. Rabindranath Tagore wrote his famous dance drama, Mayar Khela, at her suggestion and dedicated the first edition of the book to her in appreciation. Sarula Rai inspired women from the elite families to take part in dance dramas. Mayar Khela was the first performed at Bethune School. A stalwart organizer, she was a visionary with a unique personality, rare courage and determination. Sarula Rai was very generous in her hospitality. Her home was the center of the intellectual elite of Calcutta, an elite that was westernized and yet had deep roots in Indian culture. Her drawing room was the meeting place where distinguished people from all provinces gathered when they came to Calcutta, which was then the seat of country's government. People like Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Firoz Shah Mehta, Mahatma Gandhi were regular visitors. Rabindranath Tagore, then a young man, also used to drop in very often. Sarala Rai lived in London for some years, where her husband was education advisor to Indian students in London in 1910. It was during this period that she started the Indian Education Association with the purpose of providing scholarship for the training of Indian women teachers in the UK. This period happened to be a great success. Her second and third visit to England further enhanced the desire to see her country gain its rightful place amongst the nations of the world. Next. She met Gopal Krishna Gokhale in London, and he became a friend and mentor. When her son died, she was in deep depression, and Gokhale asked her to start a girls' school. After Gokhale's death, she founded a school in 1920 named it Gokhale Memorial Girls High School, an interprovincial institution on new educational lines, introducing domestic science, drawing, music, comparative religion, sports, and much more for girls, subjects which till then did not appear in the curriculum in the girls' school. Rabindra Sangeet and Vedic Sang used to be sung as school prayers. In pre-independence India, she had adopted as a prayer song in the school, Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka, later on to become our national anthem. Sarala Rai was a remarkable educationist with a vision, and long before the three-language formula was thought of by the government, all students in the school had to learn three languages: Bengali, English, and Hindi. Later, her own institution, Gokhale Memorial School and College, took shape and became a model throughout the country at that time. Sarala Rai was the first woman to become secretary of Brahmo Balika Shikshalaya, founded by her younger sister, Lady Abula Bose. Sarala Rai was a member of the Senate of the Calcutta University and the first woman to hold the post. Next. Sarala Rai, what happened? What happened, Supriya? Yes. Sarala Rai was associated with AIWC from her youth and had been a brave, unbending pioneer throughout her life. She was elected president of AIWC in 1932. She, as president of AIWC, was elected to preside over the 6th annual session of AIWC in Madras. In her presidential address, she emphasized that the keynote of the conference was educational reform. She pointed out the deplorable condition of women's education in India and the high rate of illiteracy among Indian women. In her address, she outlined her ideas on women's education. She worked out a scheme to prove that education meant development of thought and culture. That education brought in wider outlook of life. To her mind, the social and educational questions are interconnected with each other. The society we form is the outcome of the culture and education we acquire. The real root of the question is want of education, the want of the right vision of life. Next. Sharula Rai was brought up in the Indian tradition, and she believed each country has its own national spirit. The culture of one country cannot be transplanted entirely to another country. She did not allow herself to be dictated by whatever the Englishmen thought. She also asked women of our country not to forget their national heritage. She believed that life was to give, not to take. Next. Sharula Rai was pioneer of women's rights and opposed all the injustices and oppression that women suffered. She died in 1946, full of honors. Death is not the last word in this world. There is something just as inevitable as death. It is life. Fighters and reformers like Sharula Rai established this truth time and time again through their deeds. Her life proves beyond all doubts that the development of consciousness in our minds is possible because of our sense of values. We, the women of India today, should remember leading figures like Sharula Rai, who had been the builders of modern India. We are indebted to them for all the pro-women legislations which we enjoy in independent India. Next. Thank you. The facts and figures, next, which I mentioned here are from my Reminiscences by Renuka Rai, Women's Struggle by Aparna Basu and Bharati Rai, the book on All India Women's Conference by Reba Rai. Help I received from Srimati Ranjana Gupta of MCM Library, Srimati Ranjana Gulati from AIWC Allahabad City Branch, Senior Patrons of AIWC of Kolkata, Professor Shoti Chatterjee, Srimati Prabhati Chatterjee, and Srimati Manjula Ghosh. I am very much grateful to our beloved President Silaji for giving me such opportunity and in continuous guiding and encouraging me to do this webinar. Thank you, Silaji, once again.
Thank you, Chandrani. You have done a good job. Wonderful. It was very nice listening to you. And Supriya has helped you in sharing the PPT. It was really, really very nice. And I'm thankful to Manjula ji also and Prabhati ji also for helping you in giving this, presenting this series. And of course, our staff members of MCM Library, Yutika ji
Yes.
and Ranjana ji, ever ready to help in this webinar series. You know, they are here always. And now we will be having two more past presidents coming in from Calcutta, Renuka Ray and Ashoka Gupta. That will be later on. But I would here only I would say that some other branches also should participate in this and come out with Renuka Ray's presidential period and Ashoka ji's also. different branches from Calcutta. There are a lot of people who can do this. Chandrani has taken the first number. Let us see who takes the charge of the next two presidents. Okay. Thank you very much, Chandrani and all Calcutta members for
Thank you.
helping this. Okay. Now,
Thank you.
Ritika ji.
Yeah, shall we proceed? Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you, Sheila ji. Thank you, Chandrani ji. That was amazing. I think we got to know so much about her achievements, the school that she opened, and coming from an illustrious family. So, daughter, granddaughter. So there's a trio and the whole illustrious family. And it goes on, and son, the son, grandson, maybe, right? Charulata Mukherjee's son. I think the Subrato Park is named after him in the Air Force in Delhi also.
Subrata, yes.
Subrato. We have the Air Force Station base here is Subrato Park, right? Now, so when you hear all this, you can you can join the dots. What's happening all around you, not just AIWC. It was so interesting. So shall we have some discussions, Sheila ji, later on? No? First we have the next speaker, Dr. Lakshmi Gandhi ji. Will speak on Lady Vidya Gauri Neelkant. This figure is especially, I've heard so much about her from Professor Aparna Basu, who has been my supervisor also. I did my PhD under her. So today, while talking to Sheila ji, I was remembering that she used to tell me, Lady Vidya Gauri, and then I used to ask, your mother? No, she's my grandmother. So no, one thing, unki nani hai. So that's another illustrious family, full of writers and the socio-cultural reformers. We should not forget, this was the time when AIWC was into reforming activities in a big way. Age of reform, widow remarriage, inheritance, Devdasi, all round they were looking, lag raha tha jaise wo surgery kar rahi hai society ki. They want to root out all the evils from the society. Is tarah se these ladies were, so committed to this whole reform agenda, और वो फॉरेन सरकार को बोलती थी, अंग्रेजों को, कि ये करो, ये लिख के देती थी, लेजिस्लेचर में चली गई. So this way they were really committed and very well presented, Chandrani. Now I would request Dr. Lakshmi Gandhi. I mean, I'm really surprised, being such a preoccupied gynecologist. How can you do this? Hats off to you, Lakshmi ji. You are going to speak on. आपका म्यूट है, आप अनम्यूट कर लें, लक्ष्मी जी. And over to you. Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me?
Perfectly.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. Namaskar and good afternoon. Respected President Sheila ji, Secretary General Kuljit ji, Treasurer Rehana ji, all senior patrons, dear Bhaginis and friends. At the outset, I thank the office bearers for giving me this opportunity to speak on the life of Srimati Vidya Gauri Ramanbai Neelkant, the 7th President of All India Women's Conference. I have tried my best to collect information about her life from different sources. She was born in a very highly cultured and educated family on 1st of June, 1876 at Ahmedabad. Her father, Mr. Gopilal Dhruv, was a judicial officer and mother Balaben was a housewife. Balaben was a daughter of Bholanath Divetia. He was a religious and social reformer and was the founder of Pratna Samaj in Ahmedabad. He was very much impressed by Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. So when her daughter Balaben gave birth to the Vidya Gauri ji, uska naam kya rakhna hai? Then he thought that my granddaughter will be Vidya Gauri, to remember Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. So she was named Vidya Gauri. Her primary education was at Rabindranath Maganbai School. She took her secondary education at Anglo Vernacular classes at the Mahalakshmi Training College of Ahmedabad. In those days, marriages were arranged at a very early age. She got married to Ramanbai Nilkant at the age of only 13 years. Ramanbai was a great writer and educationalist. With the support and encouragement from her husband and family members, she continued her studies even after marriage. She was extremely fortunate to get married in that family because the Mahipatram was the only Brahmin. Father-in-law was the only Brahmin who went to UK for studies in England. So she passed matriculation exam in 1891 and she stood first in Gujarati language in the University of Bombay. At that time, Gujarat was not a separate state. It was a Bombay state. So she stood first there and it was a Mumbai Rajya in which Gujarat and Maharashtra both were combined. But after this, she became mother of 2 daughters. Even then, she continued her studies with interruption of 2 deliveries. She continued higher education and registered for BA with her sister Shardaben Mehta in Gujarat College, Ahmedabad, taking subjects like moral philosophy, psychology, and logic. She and her sister were the first lady graduates in Gujarat in the year 1901. As an educationist, she devoted her life for the upliftment of women education. She started adult education classes for illiterate women. She encouraged girls to go to school. She also encouraged different small states, Rajwada, and helped them to start the schools for girls. She was associated with number of schools and educational institutes, Diwaliba Girls School, Ramanbai Chotalal Girls School, and Vanita Vishram at Ahmedabad. Vanita Vishram provided school education to women, especially widows and the girls who were deported from the school because of marriage. After marriage, they used to deport the girls. She founded Labh Shankar Umya Shankar Pathshala for women for higher education. After matriculation for higher education, she started this Pathshala. And later on, it got affiliated to Karve University, that is SNDT College. She was a professor in this college and she taught subjects like English, moral philosophy, and psychology. Her literary career as a writer. Her husband Ramanbai Mahipatram Nilkant was a popular writer of Gujarati literature. She was also influenced by him and started writing articles in Gujarati magazines and newspapers such as Gun Sundari, Stribodh, Sharda, etc. She has written several essays with light humor as well as biography of her relatives whom she was very near and their friends who influenced her. And these essays were later on published as a book in 1955. She was highly impressed by the activities of educationalist Dando Keshav Karve, who was a great promoter of women education. He established SNDT University for women. And she was so much impressed by him that she wrote autobiography of Professor Dando Keshav Karve in 1913. Her other publications were as follows: Gru Deepika in 1931, Nari Kunj in 1950, Gyan Sudha in 1950, Forum in 1955, and many other books. She translated a book of status of women in India, which was written by Maharani Chimnabai, her first president of AIWC. She translated this book from English into Gujarati in 1950. She also translated many Bengali books in Gujarati. She was a secretary of Gujarat Vernacular Society from 1925 to 57. She was a member of Gujarati Sahitya Parishad for the lifetime and became the first lady president in 1934. She also worked in other fields. She worked during the First World War. She worked very hard and sincerely. So British government government made her MBF for her services during war, and she was awarded Kesar-e-Hind Award by British government. And then she was told Lady Vidya Gauri Nilkant. She was given Upnam Lady. More about her family. She had two daughters, Vinodini and Saudamini. Both were very highly educated and have continued her legacy. Vinodini Nilkant was a writer. She used to write articles related to women in Gujarati newspapers and other magazines, Ghar Gharni Jyot. She also wrote many short stories and novels. Her second daughter was Saudamini Mehta. She got married to Gagan Vihari Mehta, who was India's ambassador for US. I am very happy to tell you that our patron late Aparna ji was daughter of Saudamini ji and Gagan Vihari ji. I had no opportunity to meet the great personality Vidya Gauri ji, but I was lucky to work as a joint secretary with Aparna ji when she was president of AIWC during 2002 to 2005. Her sister Shardaben Mehta was also a very active social worker associated with AIWC. She was president of Gujarat branch in 1934-35. Her husband, Dr. Sumanbhai Mehta, was a medical advisor to Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad of Vadodara. She was Babi of Urmilaben Mehta, who was Secretary General AIWC during the year 1941 to 47 and a president in the year 1949 to 50. Shardaben's daughter-in-law, Pushpaben Mehta from Ahmedabad, she was also Secretary General during the year 1954-1956 when Lakshmi Menon was the president. In short, the whole family was devoted to AIWC. On 7 December 1958, at the age of 82 years, she left this world for heavenly journey.
Dr. Gandhi,
Yes, 1 minute.
after you finish, then I will show you that.
No, 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
On 7 December 1958, at the age of 82 years, she left this world for heavenly journey. She was working for the upliftment of women till her last breath. Every year, in the memory of both sisters, Gujarat branch is giving 2 awards to the women who were AIWC members of Gujarat and doing excellent work for upliftment of women and girls. My salute to the great visionary lady, Vidya Gauri Nilkant, who has devoted her life to inspire women to work for well-being and upliftment of women. I heartily thank senior colleagues, Srimati Dakshaben Mamtora, Srimati Shivaniben Mehta, Ushaben Trivedi, and Sandhyaben Desai for helping me to get information about Srimati Vidya Gauri Nilkant. My sincere thanks to Supriya ji and Yuthika ji for nicely coordinating this program. Thank you all for my patient hearing. One more thing I want to tell you that today is a very auspicious day, 12th March. Exactly 91 years back, Gandhiji started Dandi Kuch. He started from Sabarmati Ashram and went to Dandi. Dandi is a very small town on the seashore near Navsari in South Gujarat. British government had put a lot of tax on salt, which is a daily requirement of the poor people and everybody. So to protest against this, Gandhiji made Dandi Kuch. And today is also 12th March. Our Prime Minister Modi ji has said that today we are completing, this year we are completing 75 years of independence. So we are going to celebrate this year as a Amrut Mahotsav. So all of us also should think, Sheilaji, about this program, how we can also join them. So today is a very nice day. So we should also start thinking about these programs. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. to talk about Srimati Vidya Gauri Nilkant.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lakshmi ji. She was very, very nice presented. We got to know so many things about our president, past president. It was really wonderful. And I thank all your branch members who have helped you in collecting the information which is required here, which is all our members who had joined in must have enjoyed and gathered and collected and remembered, will remember also for long. And thank you also for your suggestions to think over it all together. Yes. Supriya, you wanted to show the.
Yeah. I've got some
Yeah.
photographs which Dr. Gandhi has sent me. I'll show them all to you. Let me try a slideshow.
भेज दो.
Lakshmi ji, would you?
I have to say something. I have just forgotten one thing to tell. Her association with AIWC, she was the pioneer of starting AIWC Gujarat branch at Ahmedabad in the year 1927. Salman Tayyab ji was the first president of Gujarat branch. Vidya Gauri Nilkant was the third president of Gujarat branch. She became national president of AIWC in 1933. Srimati Rani Lakshmibai Rajwade was the secretary general when she was president. During her tenure, the 7th annual conference was held at Lucknow. At that time, Muthulakshmi Reddy was the conference chairperson. She hosted 11th national annual session of AIWC at Ahmedabad. In the year 1936, when Mrs. Margaret Cousins was the president of AIWC, and she was the conference chairperson. Her sister Shardaben Mehta was also a great worker in AIWC. Shardaben and Salman Tayyab ji were the two delegates from Gujarat who were present at the first inaugural session of AIWC at Ferguson College, Pune. Both of them were selected as the committee members in All India Committee. Vidya Gauri and Shardaben visited various cities of towns of Gujarat and established constituent branches all over Gujarat, and they established about 30 branches all over Gujarat. This is the story of AIWC. So here you can see the photograph of Ramanbhai Baipataram Nilkant with Vidya Gauri ji at a very young age. Next photograph. This is the photograph when she was studying in the college. See how noble and simple they were, wearing Gujarati sari and covering the hair and everything. So they were very simple. Next.
This is, can you see this? With the social workers, when actually she established the AIWC branch. Can you see this?
Now I can see she is with the other social workers and the students at a later age. She is the main photograph when we remember her, Vidya Gauri Nilkant. See, these are the two daughters of Vidya Gauri Nilkant. The lady on the right side with white sari is Vinodini Nilkant. She continued her surname with Nilkant. And the another lady, Saudamini, she is the mother of Aparna Basuji. She is the mother of Aparna Basu, both sisters. She is Vinodini Nilkant, and the right side is Saudamini ji. That's all. Here you can see the photograph of Aparna ji with her father with a white cap, Gandhi cap, and President Eisenhower. These are the only photographs I could gather together. So this is my presentation. Here also Shardaben Mehta, her younger sister, both of them worked together. and she is daughter-in-law of Sharda Ben Mehta, Pushpa Ben Mehta. She was also Secretary General at AIWC for many years. Thank you so much. Thank you for patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi. That was such a wonderful presentation with so much information about such great personalities. I was just wondering, सब एक साथ जुड़े हुए हैं सब लोग. एक के बारे में बात करेंगे तो आप दूसरे में जाएंगे, फिर तीसरे में जाएंगे. तो अभी तक हम आज प्रोफेसर अपर्णा बासु के बारे में, then looking at her standing next to her father, she is looking so young, almost like her daughter.
Yeah.
So this was amazing presentation and nice pictures, some very rare photographs you could manage. I can see. आपने कहाँ से photographs कुछ family से लिया है शायद?
हाँ, वहाँ से कहाँ से गैदर किया, सबने मुझे भेजा.
Very nice.
One I got Aparna ji's photo I got from हमारे वहाँ से दिल्ली से.
हाँ, ये दिल्ली में है. ये लाइब्रेरी में भी.
रोशनी में आया था, रोशनी में आया था फोटोग्राफ.
ये photograph
collected from there.
That's true. So this reflects so much on our collection that we have. ये library का भी एक collection जिसके ऊपर बहुत इससे प्रकाश डलता है. इस प्रोग्राम से हमें पता चलता है हमारे documents. So let's I think someone there are our colleagues who want to say something. Chandraprabha ji, I can see you want to say something. Chandraprabha Pandey ji को मैं invite करूंगी to give some comments. Anyone else who wants to speak about today's webinar?
show some photographs.
मैथिली क्या?
सरला रे के बाद कुछ फोटोग्राफ दिखाना.
हाँ बोलिए मैथिली.
टाइम हो तो सरला रे के कुछ फोटोग्राफ दिखाना चाहती थी. फोटोज.
अच्छा आपके पास है?
सरला रे का.
अच्छा, can you present Supriya? She can present.
But she has to send them to me by email.
You can make her co-host. I'll make her co-host.
Oh, yes.
You can show.
Yeah. Maithili wants to show something. Anyone else who can, someone wants to say something about today's, because मैं देख रही थी Lakshmi ji.
Maithili ji, you can show. I made you co-host. Maithili ji, you can show now.
Hello. का फोटो है.
आप
I made.
couple of Calcutta.
मैथिली जी आप नीचे शेयर बटन प्रेस करें.
Air button.
शेयर जो है ना
हाँ.
दिखाई दिया, वो प्रेस करें नीचे.
मालूम नहीं हुआ.
ये नीचे है वीडियो और म्यूट के बाजू में. स्टॉप वीडियो के एक तरफ म्यूट है, दूसरी तरफ शेयर है.
अच्छा.
उसे आप प्रेस कर लीजिए, फिर आपको ऊपर टॉप पे एक बैंड आ जाएगा.
अच्छा.
आपका ये कहाँ है पिक्चर?
ये
लैपटॉप में है?
ये हाथ में रखा है.
So then तो हाथ में रखा है, then you can show on screen.
Yeah. You switch on your video.
Hard copy है, so no.
Switch on your video.
का पिक्चर है. सरला रे तक पिक्चर है.
आप वीडियो ऑन करिए. आपका वीडियो ऑन करिए.
Thought it's a PPT, but it's in it's hard copy.
Yeah.
This is the family.
Please switch on your video. We can't see you. मैथिली जी
हाँ.
वीडियो स्विच ऑन करे.
हो गया.
इनका co-host हटा सकते हैं.
That is no.
Now she can switch on her video.
Hello, Supriya.
हाँ.
Supriya ji, I also want to say something.
Shivani ji, yeah, sure. जब तक Maithili is figuring out, I think Shivani ji, you can say something. You have written also about Lady Vidya Gauri needle cut I saw your article in Roshni. आपको भी लिखा हुआ है. So आप कुछ
और,
बताएं शिवानी जी.
मुझे ये बताना था कि जैसे WI है उसने 1917 में एसोसिएशन शुरू किया था, इसी तरह विद्या गौरी नीलकंठ और शारदाबेन वो दोनों ने 1907 oh can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
हाँ,
Can hear you.
1917 Vidyaban and Shardaben, they have started one women's association called Gujarat Kelavani Mandal, and it was only for their education. At that time, the prevailing rate of women's education was only 2%. And that is why they all have Muthu Lakshmi, Vidya Gauri, Margaret Cousins, they all were emphasizing on education. And now we can see what is the rate. At that time, it was only 2% women's education rate. And if someone has done 7th standard pass vernacular final, it was other that she is educated woman. So that is what I want to add. And I think Yuthika ji, you have read my article maybe on Urmilaben. Urmilaben Mehta, she was the president about, Maithili knows better because I have sent it 52%. 52.
Yeah, this is very important information. Yeah, thank you, Shivani ji. Thank you so much. This is very important information. How these were the founders of their much before AWC. ये पहले की बात है. WIA के समय इन्होंने ब्रांच खोली थी, जिसका आपने मेंशन किया है. And that's very important. और एजुकेशन के लिए सब काम कर रहे थे. इनफैक्ट लेडी विद्या गौरी नीलकंठ ने बहुत बड़े स्तर पर, जो कि प्रेसिडेंशियल एड्रेस में भी है, वो शायद नहीं मिला था लक्ष्मी जी को, बट प्रेसिडेंशियल एड्रेस में थ्रू आउट उन्होंने रिफॉर्म्स की बात करी है कि विमेन के इश्यूज से रिलेटेड क्या क्या काम AWC को करना चाहिए. नॉट जस्ट एजुकेशन, उससे आगे बढ़े, क्योंकि अब 6-7 साल हो गए थे AWC को बने, और उसके बाद there were issues looming large on like age of marriage. जैसे अभी आपने बताया ना, 13 साल में 12 साल में सबकी शादी हो जाती थी, तो उसको कैसे रिफॉर्म किया. लेकिन अभी भी मतलब एक ये रिसर्च का विषय है कि अभी भी बाल विवाह है, so where are we? एक ये भी सोचने की जरूरत है ना. बाल विवाह अभी भी होता है. एज ऑफ मैरिज आप कुछ भी फिक्स कर दो. Ji, I think you want to say something?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, congratulations to AWC for walking us through the beautiful history of our past. It's really very inspiring. And, when we read about all those past Kanvas, a common thread is education. They all realize education is the most important thing for women empowerment. So there was no distinction between north, south, east, or west. They all had, worked together. And you see, when we went through Dr. Lakshmi Reddy's history also, we came about so many information that you have been shared by the two great speakers today. So I think we should bring that same spirit. We should all work together for the empowerment of women at the Indian national level. Thank you. This is the message they all have given us. And the common thread is, as I said, is education, that is to empower the women. And both the speakers were excellent. Thank you so much for
Thank you, Padma ji, for your input. That's really well.
Hello, Yuthika ji.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Shivani ji.
I want to add one more thing. That AIWC was started in 1927 with the aim of education only when it was started. But after 2 years, when there was a meeting in Patna, they all have started about reformer, about ladies. Because otherwise it will have only education cannot do anything. We must have to do something for the reform of the reform. So within 2 years, it was started when there was a meeting in Patna. They have decided the focus also should be given on the reforms.
बिल्कुल
You-
बहुत दैट्स अ वेरी एक्सीलेंट इनपुट आपने बहुत अच्छा बताया शिवानी जी अपने एक्सपीरियंस से और जो आपने ये पूरा इशू को देख एक अच्छे पर्सपेक्टिव में लाके दिया क्योंकि यही समझ में आता है मेरी भी थीसिस इसी विषय पर है कि सोशल रिफॉर्म सोशल लॉज जो ये लोग लॉज बनाने के लिए कह रहे थे कानून वो अपने आप में कानून नहीं होगा उससे काम कार्य अगर नहीं होगा जब तक आप सोसाइटी को नहीं बदलेंगे सोसाइटी उसके लिए तैयार होनी चाहिए यू नो सो दैट्स व्हाट women here were doing and after 2 years of establishment they एजुकेशन फंड अलग कर दिया लेडी वुमेन कॉलेज खोल दिया दैट वी नो एज आईवफा ऑल इंडिया विमेन्स एजुकेशन फंड जिसने लेडी वुमेन कॉलेज खोला और फिर रिफॉर्म की तरफ इधर ध्यान गया क्योंकि सिर्फ एजुकेशन करने से कहीं नहीं पहुंच रहे थे और आज भी वही जरूरत है वो जो इन्होंने बताया ना लेडी गौरी ने एंड में आपने शायद बताया और सरला रे के भी उसमें हमने सुना society and education they go hand in hand you know you cannot separate them so they go hand in hand और तीसरा कानून तीनों फिर अगर एक लाइन से हम एक टैंजेंट पर नहीं तो कानून का है समाज कहीं जा रहा है एजुकेशन का कोई मतलब नहीं है ये और ये जो 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला बताया था वो that's a visionary you know in the garb of Lady Vidya Gori 3 language formula आज भी recognize किया जाता है for correct education for children for everyone we just can't have one language or 2 languages so the vernacular जो अपनी भाषा है उसमें काम करना बहुत जरूरी है any other comments I think there might be
one more thing Yutika ji one more thing from 1944 there was a meeting in Bombay I think annual meeting and then after all it was decided to guide the branches that all should work for the reforms all the branches and then it took all the branches carried forward it but it has taken more gati ज़्यादा उसमें ली after 44 in Bombay meeting annual conference.
That's a very important input. This is taking the story forward. क्योंकि 44 में पता चल गया था कि freedom is round the corner. Or we need to expand our reforming efforts all the more in all the areas, regional, सब क्षेत्र में सुधार का काम शुरू हो जाना चाहिए. तो ये जो पूरा AIWC की कहानी है ये freedom struggle से भी बहुत जुड़ी हुई है. Before 47.
I want to say something about
जैसे women's movement हम पढ़ते हैं ना तो उसमें ये फेज है फर्स्ट फेज है विद द कमिंग ऑफ AIWC फिर हमारा सेकंड फेज शुरू तो उसमें मुद्दे भी बदलते हैं इश्यूज भी बदलते हैं कि पहले एजुकेशन था फिर उसके बाद रिफॉर्म रियलाइज किया फिर अब अलग तरह के मुद्दे हैं डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस है फिर वो सेक्सुअल हो गया फिर मैरिज रिलेटेड हो गया सो दीस थिंग्स अब वर्क विमेन एंड वर्क बीच में इन द 50s 60s विमेन एंड वर्क वाज अ बिग इशू फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस कि उनको अभी आपने एजुकेशन ले लिया अब आप समाज में बाहर जाके काम करेंगे वो रिकॉग्नाइज होना चाहिए तो एक वन स्टेप एट अ टाइम काम हो रहा था और अभी भी हो रहा है वी कैन सी दैट
I would say something Yutika
sure Supriya
support all the others are saying that when our AIWC was formed in 1927 that time women of India were very backward. Margaret Cousins came with that main objective of making education possible for women, and in that case actually all the branches, if you see whichever branches were formed in the first 4-5 years of AIWC's foundation, they all were given schools and they were given hostels. So they were actually gearing up for pushing the education and getting more and more women educated. And this was the first step towards the freedom struggle, because as Sarojini Naidu had said, that Britishers were not giving us freedom until our old customs and very backward kind of women's life would change. And that's why later politically all these leaders, they made Sarojini Naidu as the woman's image of India and sent her abroad to go to different countries. And when they saw a lady coming in, you know, a very traditional attire of India and talking about education and many other reforms within the country, they all got convinced. Many countries, she visited more than 30 countries, and they all got convinced that women of India are on the way of getting modern. So this was, and we see the face now, all the first, we've covered 7 presidents. We have seen everywhere, we find them as educationists and social reformers. So that was the reason.
No,
That's
perfect.
all.
It's very well said. Thank you, Supriya. Such an important input you gave. Indeed, you know, जब वो कहते हैं ना ready होंगी women, तो वो आगे बढ़ेंगी अपने आप ही. You know, they will forward. Of course, foreign से जैसे विवेकानंद गए थे यहाँ का दृष्टिकोण रखने, वैसे ही सरोजनी नायडू को भेजा था. You are absolutely right. So कि क्या है? What is the country? भारतवर्ष का क्या पिक्चर है, that image, you know, and when she went in those heavy sarees, people were astounded. वो बिल्कुल वो हो जाते थे, you know, आश्चर्य में कि ये कैसे हो सकता है, because they had a very different image of India. ना सपेरा है, ये है, हाथी पे बैठे हैं लोग, राजा है, वो रोप, टाइट रोप वाला नहीं, वो सब इंडिया की इमेज थी कि इस तरह की सोसाइटी है. But at times I also feel we need to look at the image of India abroad, even at that time, because why they were coming here, all of them were coming here to colonize. Anyway, that's a different subject, although connected to, क्योंकि सब चीज connected है, women की position भी यहाँ connected है उससे. Anyone else? Mathili, can we see your pictures if you have some? I think she's not here. Mathili, are you there? And if some other input we have, otherwise can we close this meeting? I can see some patrons. Beena ji, patrons we have. कोई कुछ बोलना चाहेगा?
Yutika, before closing down, I would like to say something.
Yeah, sure. That's, you have the final word. I just want कि कोई और कुछ अगर बोलना चाहे, फिर आप अगले वेबिनार के बारे में बता देंगे.
जी.
और ब्रांचेस जरूर लाइब्रेरी से मटेरियल ले लें. बहुत सारा मटेरियल हमारे पास होता है और वो बना के रखा हुआ है. So this is a request, just an announcement also, कि वो just to write to the office और आपको वो मिल जाएगा. Especially presidential address, कुछ भी हमारे पास articles होते हैं रोशनी के, some material, whatever we have. For different presidents, we have different material, some photographs maybe. तो आप लोग जरूर ले लें. अपने वेबिनार की तैयारी करने के लिए लाइब्रेरी को अप्रोच करें अवश्य, नहीं तो मुझे लिख दें, मुझे मैसेज कर दें. So, Sheila ji, I think now you can end the session. You are muted. Unmute कर लीजिए.
या ये तो बहुत अच्छा रहे आज के.
जरा बीच में
Yes,
आइए ना, दिख
बोलिए
नहीं
कौन?
रही हैं.
क्या?
शीला जी, मैं गीता, बीच में आइए ना, दिख नहीं रही हैं, आधा फेस दिख रहा है आपका.
अरे
आप अपने राइट की तरफ आइए ना.
अभी देखा?
आपके राइट नहीं दिख
हाँ,
रहा
मैं
है ना.
राइट में ही हूँ.
आधा
मुझे
face
तो
दिख
मेरा
रहा है
क्लियर
आपका.
दिख रहा है.
हाँ, अब दिखा. थैंक यू.
ओके, थैंक यू गीता जी. अच्छा, ये तो आज का बहुत अच्छा रहा. शॉर्ट एंड स्वीट, वेरी नाइस इंफॉर्मेशन वाज गिवन बाय बोथ चंद्रानी जी एंड लक्ष्मी जी ऑल्सो. अभी मैं कहना चाहती थी कि अगले हमारे 2 है इन अप्रैल. on 15th of April we meet, and that is for Lady Abdul Qadir and Hila Rustumji Fardunji. We meet with information about them, we hardly could get much, but we are trying on it, and we will definitely get something more about them. And later on in April, we have third one also. Her Highness Maharani Setu Parvati Bai. That is on 24th of April 2021. This I'm keeping 2 webinars इसलिए कि अप्रैल महीने में थोड़ा काम कम रहेगा हेड ऑफिस को, तो जरा वेबिनार्स प्रेसिडेंट्स के बारे में जानकारी ले। और इसके साथ साथ मैं ये भी चाहती हूँ कि आवर सिस्टर्स हैव बिकम वेरी टेक सेवी, and I've been telling them from the beginning also that they should also start series about the presidents in the branches, or any stalwarts who have done good work in the branches or in their area, in zone, and अपने अपने जोन में इनके बारे में बता दीजिए। और हिस्ट्री जो क्रिएट हुई है उसको आप नोट डाउन कर दीजिए, उसके तो अच्छा रहेगा, अपने पास डॉक्यूमेंटेशन रहेगा अपने मेंबर्स के बारे में, तो बहुत ही अच्छा रहेगा। तो ये काम ब्रांचेस ने जरूर करना चाहिए एट द ब्रांच लेवल ऑल्सो। तो ये मेरा कहने का था। और दूसरा मुझे ये भी था कि जैसे आपने अभी तक देखा होगा, वी गिव दिस वर्क टू द ब्रांचेस, और जैसे ब्रांचेस ये काम करते हैं तो उनका भी इंटरेस्ट जागरूक होता है, and they also feel like presenting, collecting information. They can go to the libraries in their area and to the museums also. They can also provide lot of information. Our MCM library also has lot of information about these ladies who have created rich legacy for us. तो जब भी आपका टर्न आएगा to present in the webinar for this national level webinar for the national presidents, please take help of the library, as Yutika ji has said, and the staff over there is very, very cooperative. और ये बात सब लोग आकर यहाँ आकर नहीं देख सकते हैं, नहीं जान सकते हैं, इसलिए हम कह रहे हैं कि आप यहाँ से इंफॉर्मेशन भी ले लीजिए। जो नहीं है वो आपके लोकल एरिया में से ढूंढ लीजिए, वो अच्छा रहेगा। और दोनों मिलकर हमें बहुत अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशन कर सकते हैं। वी आर ऑलवेज रेडी टू हेल्प यू। दिस कैन बी डन ऑन वेबएक्स, आवर प्लेटफॉर्म इज देयर, एंड वी कैन मेक यूज ऑफ इट। एंड आवर टीम, सुप्रिया जी, मेकिंग लवली इनवाइट्स। यू मस्ट बी सीइंग, सब इनवाइट्स इतने मस्त सुंदर सुंदर होते हैं, तो ऐसे लगता है कि हमने ये सब स्टोर करके रखे हैं, इसका आगे चल के भी हम इसका उपयोग करने वाले हैं। पर जब वो आगे की बात है, बताई जाएगी क्या करेंगे इसका वो। पर आप इस टीम का पूरा लाभ उठा ले, ऐसे मेरा कहना है। थैंक यू वेरी मच, एंड नाउ ओवर टू यू युतिका, सुप्रिया जी।
Thank you, Sheila ji. Now I would invite Supriya for the vote of thanks. Before Sheila ji, we closed out 24th April को सिर्फ एक ही है महारानी से।
24th April, yes, Maharani, and our zonal organizer Usha ji is on it, because the Trivandrum branch is doing this program.
Okay.
And thus for the 8th and 9th president Abdul Qadir and Hila Rustum ji, our head office is doing it.
Okay, acha, good. So that settles the score here for the information for the next 2 webinars.
Yes, and then I'll let you know about the next ones. Margaret Cousins, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Rani Lakshmi Bai Rajwade, Sharifa Hamid Ali, Rameshwari Nehru, and then the list goes on. Vijay Lakshmi Pandit and all that. And I'm on the job, so we will get to know all different presidents, what they have done, and how we can be inspired by their work.
Wonderful. That sounds so great. Going on fast. Yeah, on it. Yes. Now I would request Supriya to propose the vote of thanks and end the program. Supriya, over to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, because I lost the connectivity on my laptop and I'm on my phone now. Here I am to deliver the formal vote of thanks. First and the foremost, as usual, we want to thank our present president, Sheila ji, coming up with this idea of having a webinar series on the past presidents, which is really an interesting history of AIWC, which is almost now 95 years old. And what she said just now, I'm just going to repeat that. I must say that it's really a fun for the concerned branches in researching for the facts and sharing amongst all our members. So there is a team working on our past presidents, digging into their history and finding out, what their past was. So that exercise is so interesting. I've been talking to Chandrani and Dr. Lakshmi Gandhi, and they would agree with me right now. So next, I want to thank our Secretary General and Treasurer for supporting this project wholeheartedly. And where we are very genuinely grateful to Mrs. Chandrani Niyogi and Dr. Lakshmi Gandhi for working very hard to collect the information about our 6 and 7 presidents and presenting it in an interesting manner. Do you still hear me? Yeah. So thank you so much, Chandrani and Dr. Gandhi. Chandrani has been our zonal organizer the last term. Now she's MIC. And Dr. Lakshmi Gandhi, who's been our vice president and a trustee of Health Trust for 6 years. And before that, really an MIC. I thank our patrons, Mrs. Beena Jain and Mrs. Veena Kohli, for being present for this seminar. I also thank all the vice presidents that are present. I could see Ashita and Neeru Jain. And if I missed anyone saying, then actually I thank all of them, all the zonal organizers that were present here, and all the MICs, and you all the participants who were present for this webinar. And last but not the least, who it is? Yutika. Yutika, thanks a lot for presenting it in a very nice manner. So thank you.
Thank you, Supriya. Thank you, Supriya. That was a wonderful vote of thanks. Thank you. When you are not there, we miss you. Just ensure that you are there all the time. In fact, today I was wondering I won't be there, but I managed. I rushed back. I said this team has to be there in place, to carry on.
That's why I told you the dates right now.
Right. True. But there are some things, Sheila ji, jo nahi hoti haath mein. But anyway, I think the show goes on. This will go on.
And you will miss it if you don't come.
Yes, exactly. Kya hua tha, kaise bola. We all are eager to hear all this, all the details of our presidents. With these words, मैं आप सभी का धन्यवाद करती हूँ. शीला जी, कुलजीत जी, रेहाना जी, पूरा ऑफिस, सुप्रिया, you are not the least. You are at the top of the thanking list. And I take permission from you all. And then till we meet on 15th April. Bye. See you. Namaskar.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Take care.